What's up, guys and gals? My name is Valoran, and we're going to play some Mechanic Simulator. We're going to work on some cars. I like working on cars. Always have. I do all my own mechanic work. Try to teach my kids how to do their own stuff. You know, whenever they have vehicles, you know, it's lots of fun. Anyway, this is Car Mechanic Simulator. It came out last year, so it's been out for a year. So it's a really cool game. It looks really cool. I just stumbled across it in Steam today, looking around for other games to play, and it looked really good. Kind of played a little bit, maybe about 15-20 minutes of it a couple hours ago, and decided, yeah, this is something I want to do. So anyway, the gist of it is you start out with $2,000. This is your own garage. This is where you work. You bring in contracts. It looks like you have enough room for 1, 2, 3 vehicles at a time. The phone ringing that you hear is, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you can see how that just changed to a 4. So there's 4 jobs waiting for us to do. So if we click on our phone, it tells you what we have. Now these ones here in red says that we can't do these because they require, this one here requires 1,500 experience. This one requires 3,000, and right now our current experience is 0. So, but we can do these 2 here, and these have job lists provided. So it tells you exactly what to do starting out, and I'm pretty sure, or I would assume, and you know what they say about assumptions, but I would assume that later on, as you get more experienced in the game, that the lists go away and you actually have to remember what to do. So I would look at this game as a good mechanics lesson. I mean, it'll teach you kind of a little bit of how to work on your own vehicles. So we're going to take just as many jobs as we can. So as soon as this one comes in. Alright, so when you look at a vehicle, okay, you can see on the left hand side of the screen how it has all your controls. If you just highlight something on the vehicle and you hit M, you can change the location of the vehicle. So we're going to put this one on the left lift. Okay, it's just going to pick it up just ever so slightly. Then we're going to accept this other job, and then that one's going to bring it in. It's going to put it on the main floor, and we'll look at that one first and see if it requires the lift or if it can stay on the floor. Actually, let's go ahead and put it on the right lift, so when we get another job, we can, let's go ahead and take these 2 jobs here and decline both of them. So now we have an empty queue. We can wait for more phone calls to come in. So this one here, let's hit our O button, and it tells you exactly what you need to change because of that list that's provided. So it says sway bar front end link A is what you need to do. So the sway bar on the front end, if you just click on the tire, you can actually just kind of scroll, just kind of move your stuff around, and you can actually see which ones are bad. You see this sway bar right here is rusted, so you know that's the one that's bad. And anyone that knows anything about vehicles knows whenever you change out one sway bar, you need to change out both. So we'll go over to our computer. We'll go into the car parts, and we're just going to type in sway, and it's going to give us our sway bars. So we're going to buy this one, but we're going to buy 2 of them because we're going to replace both. We're going to check our phone. says sloppy car steering, general running gears, control and repair. We'll take that one there. So that's going to put 3 cars in our shop. So that's what we need. We need a full shop of cars. Keeps us busy, and you know. Anyway, so in order to get to these, you click on the tires. Okay, so we're gonna have to disassemble this. So we hold right click, and we got to take these tires off. Yeah, so that's just the way the cookie flows. Now, if you come over, okay, so we need to go to the other side. So this right here is the sway bar that's bad. Okay, now that we got the tire off, we can actually get to this. So we're gonna do this bolt. We can undo this bolt, and if you look at all of this other stuff, you see all the rust on it. You know, so all of this other stuff's got rust on it. So sooner or later, these cars are going to be back anyway to be repaired. So now we're going to hit our number 2, and then we'll right click and we'll put the new sway bar on there. Do that one. All right. Then we'll right click on the tire. We'll put it back. Sweep around to the front, and we'll hold our left click to put all of the lug nuts back on. Very simple, very easy, but this game is a lot of fun. So we're gonna go around to the other side, and I wonder, yeah, see how it yellows out? It's because you have to take the tire off first, so it's not gonna let us get to it until we take the tire off, which is not a problem. Very simple, comes off very easy. Goodbye, tire. So now we'll change this out, and you see how this one was rusted anyway. So sooner or later the car was going to be back. You know, you can look at it as, hey, car's going to come back. It gives you more stuff to do. No, because in the little bit of time that I actually played this, you know, I kind of tested a little bit here and there. You actually get more money just by go ahead and replacing both sides. And anyone that works on vehicles or has anything to do with vehicles, you know, whatever you do to one side, you're going to have to do it to the other. And we're off, and then we can just hit our O button and see it shows it complete. We made $57 and got a little bit of experience, 108 points of experience, and the car's gone. This one here, let's see what we need here. Again, sway bars, so we might as well buy 2. So we'll just go ahead and get 2 new sway bars. We'll just do both. And then the old parts, you can actually end up selling them, which is a really good thing. I mean, even though you're not going to get full price for them, sometimes you'll get $1, sometimes you won't get anything, sometimes you'll get up to, you know, I don't know, $20 to $50, you know. So but you actually get to recruit some of your money, which is a good thing. I mean, you're not losing everything, you know. So, and this one here probably didn't have to be replaced, but like I said, I am the type of person that on any vehicle that I work on, if I'm doing something to one side, it's got to be done to the other side, because all you're doing is putting all that stress over on the side that has not been replaced. And then, you know, you're just making it wear out faster. That's all. So we'll get this out of here. We'll get this one back on the road. Changed it. See that bad sway bar? See? It's all rusted, and, you know, the boots on it, you know, are probably bad, and no biggie. We'll put new ones on it and be done with it. Alright, put the tire back on. You see that? Just that quick, 2 cars are out. Another $57, another 108 experience. Those are out. So now that we have this one, let's move this one to the rack, and let's check our phone to see what else we have. We're going to take that one. So basically we're working 2 cars at once is what I'm trying to do. I want to try to build experience as fast as possible to upgrade this stuff right here. Whenever you look at your tools, these are all different types of upgrades and tools and things that you can get. You know, you can get your electronic meters, your OBD scanners, you know, which your scanner is going to give you your engine codes. You know, you got your compression testers. This right here is really good because you have a 50% chance of repairing whatever you took off of a vehicle. Okay, so in that notion, if you're able to repair it to 100%, that's one less part that you have to buy, which is in my book, that's all gravy. I mean, that's just extra money. And you know, so we're gonna take, let's see, repair all running gear faults, fix all engine problems. Let's take the engine problems on this one. So let's check and see what our ones on the rack needs. We'll get those ones out because they were in here first, and you know, we want to, you know, be like an efficient garage. We don't want people to you know, sit around for too long when it's not needed. So we will fix them first. Let me get some paper here because I have a bad habit of forgetting stuff. So we want shocks. So we're going to do ×2 on the shocks. Okay, this is just for this vehicle. So front wheel hub, we're going to do ×2 on that one. The inner tie rods, yeah, maybe only 1 on that one. Okay, and then the sway bars, you know, we're going to replace both sway bars. So that's this vehicle. Let's go get our parts. And we need 2 of these since we're already on here. We'll replace both of that. We need the inner tie rod. Okay. Take 1 of those. We need front wheel hubs. We're going to do both sides of these. Where there's one that's bad, there's always going to be another one that's bad. And then we need shocks. Shock absorbers ×2. And that should take care of this car once we put everything on there. We're going to take that off. Or actually we'll pop that up. I don't know why we popped that up. But this here, we're going to remove this. Yeah, we got to get the tire off. Tire looks like it's taking a beating. We got to get this out of the way. Now, do we have to replace these sway bars? Yes, we have to replace the sway bars. So these got to go anyway. Okay. Then we can get rid of this. Alright. Then we can replace our shock absorber. And then we can replace And don't ever forget your the cap that goes on the top of your shock absorber, because it will not let you release the car unless you put that on there. Yeah, the cap is very important. So let's get to the other side. Okay, so there is the nasty sway bar. It's really bad, and so is that shock. Look at that. That is just horrible. Horrible. Take that off. Should have just went ahead and replaced the caps while we were at it, but don't really need to go that far. Hey, my phone just vibrating. That was crazy. Okay. Almost done with this car. If only working on vehicles was this simple, you know, it would be amazing. You know, just a couple of clicks and, yeah. But then again, I don't know of any tire iron that sounds like a ratchet, so. This one here, let's close the hood, should be, oh, we forgot the wheel hubs and inner tie rod. See? I was trying to get too fast. Got to take the wheels back off. That shows you that that's the reason why I wrote that down, and I wasn't even looking at it. You know, I wasn't even looking at it, and completely forgot just that quick. You know. All right. So what has to come out of here first? Let me see if I can. Well, I don't want to take that out. I shouldn't have to take that out, should I? Maybe? Yeah, I probably do. Yep. Alright. Good thing we can put that back on. What is... Oh. There we go. Take that out of there. Get the hub out of there. These nuts at? I like to see where they're at. There we go. I mean, it's the way you have to look at them whenever you're doing it for real anyway. So, alright, so let's put all this back on. Cha-ching! I ain't gonna worry about looking at them this time. Alright, that's new hub. Put the wheel bearing back in. Put the CB joint back on. Then we'll put our rotor back on. Put our brakes on. Put our caliper on. Put our wheel back on. And then we'll go do the other side really fast. It shouldn't take too awfully long to do this. I kind of don't agree with the fact that you can just, you know, not even have to actually look at the actual bolts in order to be able to take them out. You know, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like right here, I mean, I'm not even really looking at the nut, I'm just looking at the hub, and out it goes. But not every game can be perfect. I'm really hoping that the higher in experience I get in this game, that it really gets to the point to where it starts to make me, you know, get torque specs and everything else like that. I mean, that would be just so awesome. Yeah. absolutely cool to the max. Okay, now I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. Yeah, the inner tie rod. Jeez, I was just in there. Actually, we gotta. I think we gotta lift this bad boy up. So anyway, your control is right here to lift it up. Just click it, and we'll click on suspension. There's that tie rod right there. Okay, so gotta take the wheel off again. See, this is what happens when you try to get too fast. You're trying to make your videos at a certain time limit or whatever. You just ridiculous. Gotta take these off. Get out of there. Come on, go. Get off, brakes. Get out of there. Come on, tie rod. Tie rod end. This is the inner tie rod. Take that out, and we will replace it with the new one. We put our tie rod end back on. Hopefully that boot in there is still good. Place that. Swing around here. And when we're done with this vehicle, we don't even have to let it off the rack. We don't even have to drop it down. And we just ship it off, or call the people, and I guess somebody uses their Jedi mind trick to get it down or something. I don't know. And that, my friends, should be a done vehicle. Job finished. Car gone. Down it goes. This one here, need to replace the sway bars. So we need 2 sway bars. Very simple to get. Sway bars. A lot of sway bars. Every vehicle that we've done was sway bars. It's kind of crazy, but it is what it is, though. Well, this one here is pretty easy, though. So since we bought 2, we're going to replace both of them. This one here actually looks pretty good. So we ought to get a good sale price on this one when we go to sell it, which will be ever so shortly. Put our wheel back on. Put the lug nuts on. Go to the other side. I don't know why they make you take the tire off before you can get this sway bar off, because you don't have to do that in actual real life. Maybe the game wants you to go through so many steps. Maybe that's its way of actually calculating the the price that you're making. I don't know. Each mechanic shop that you ever go to, they charge you by what's called the flag hours. So you're gonna be charged an astronomical amount of crap anyway. So this one is all engine. Okay, and I want to get this one here. We have to replace the ignition coils and spark plugs. It's only saying 1, but ignition coil. So on that little car, it should be this one here, and there should be 4. It should be a 4-cylinder. 4. you know you can't just change one. It doesn't work that way. So these are the ignition coils, okay? I knew these were the right ones because I've done this. I've actually replaced the heads on a different one that I did. But you have to pull, or do you? Do you have to pull that out? No, you don't have to pull that out. What the hell am I doing? I don't know why in the heck I was pulling the head off. That's what I was doing. That's crazy. Or I was pulling the head cover off. Why did you go in there? I don't want you in there. Well, yeah, I did. If you zoom in, you can actually get it better. See, a lot of these plugs weren't bad, but that's okay. Like this ignition coil was 80%. I could put that one back in and not have to use this one, but actually I might cheat that way. That would be fine with me. So let us see. Since I backed that out, I shouldn't have to put those intake bolts back on. Oops, I don't want to do that. That's not what I wanted. Car is done. Alrighty, well, car's done. We are down, what are we down? $130 from our starting 2,000. So let's get in here and we'll sell all of this stuff, and we'll see what we actually end up to be. Look at that one there. That's 100%. We're going to keep a hold of that one because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a car that's going to come in that's going to need those. So that's 84. I could have held on to that one, but I won't be that cheesy. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, so after doing all of that, it looks like we made a total profit of $192 working on all these vehicles, but yet mostly what we did was sway bars. So you can fight with the math of saying, okay, well, replacing everything is, you know, costing you money. You can fight with it and say, well, you're getting more experience, you know, whatever. I mean, to each his own. It is what it is, and it's however you want to play it. But that's just the way I choose to do it, because that's the way I do it in real life. If I do something to one side of my vehicle, I do it to the other side. If I'm not just going to replace one spark plug on my wife's truck, because one, you never know which one is bad unless you pull it out and then it actually looks fouled. That's the only way to do that. So you might as well just replace them all. On my truck, I don't have plugs because my truck's a diesel. It doesn't run off a spark, it runs off a compression. So I don't have to worry about that. I have glow plugs and you know, a bunch of other stuff that I have to deal with. But anyway, this is where I'm going to leave this video. I hope you guys like this video. Hit that like button if you do. It really helps out my channel a lot. It lets me know that you guys are paying attention and actually like what I'm doing. So in between this episode and next episode, I'm going to grab a couple of more vehicles, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to get us another 500 experience, because what I want to do is I want to get this tool repair, because this right here is going to save us money. It really will. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and y'all take it easy.